everybody, it's Brenda here, Miss Charlie's Place. I'm here today to do a little box opening, and this is going to be a box reopening. This is one of the dolls that I've had put away for a while. It's a BJD. I'm probably going to put that in the title, so you already will know that, but this is one that I've had for a few years, and so we're going to get back into this box. I don't remember for sure how long I've had these dolls put away. Like I told you in one of my other videos, I put away quite a few of my dolls just to see how I would feel about not having them around. And this is one that was one of my sort of special ones, but I honestly haven't really thought about her too much. So let's get into this box, and I'm going to try not to make this too long. I'm thinking maybe 15-20 minutes. I think we'll do an opening and a little dress up today. I've got a little box of some of her things here. So grab a little cup if you want, and let's take a look and see what we've got. So this is a doll from Russia. This is an art doll. The doll maker, her company name is Elldolls, and the artist is Elena Korotkova. She's from Russia, and I don't think she's doing dolls anymore. I found her on Instagram. I looked her up just to kind of have a little information to give you, and she does still have her Instagram page up, but it doesn't look like she's made any videos since about 28, or any Instagram posts since about 2018, and I got this doll off of Etsy, and her Etsy, I can still see my purchase on Etsy, but she doesn't have a shop on Etsy at all anymore, so it's not even like, it doesn't even say it's closed, it's just gone. So here's her box. This is I guess an MSD size, but she's a different kind of scale. She's another one of those special, and this is a handmade box, I think, or it's at the very least, it's a, you know, it's a very lightweight kind of paperboard, cardboard, and a beautiful label on the top. And so what was I saying? Oh, so the scale of this doll, it's another one of those that's kind of her own special. Her dolls were just lovely, and this one is no different. This was her Jane sculpt. So this is a girl doll, and so I'll show you this. So when you open the box, this is what you see. This beautiful brown satin pillow with some tied with ribbons, and then it came with, here's her COA, and then this cute little stitched up star ornament with a button on it, and very pretty. And I just realized that I don't know how high I set my sound. I'm not going to mess with since I'm already going on this video, I'll just try to speak up. I don't know how loud this is going to be. If the volume is low, I do apologize, but we're just going to carry on as is. This almost feels like kind of a vintage material, kind of a flannel, but just a floral, and I never did anything with it. I just left it in her box because I was afraid I would lose it. So, and the COA is even just extra, you know, with the card, and then it's got this kind of a vintagey ribbon tied. So it has her COA, and I tend to ramble. I'm going to try not to do that today, but here's her COA, and then there's I didn't really show that very closely, did I? COA, and then the other is a business card, and then, oh, it was an extra discount card, which I should have used it, because she had some other neat art dolls that weren't resin BJDs. There were just some different, I don't remember if they were cloth, and I had my eye on one, and I regret now that she's, you know, how you do, like, oh, maybe I'll get that later, and now she's gone, and I don't think she's making dolls anymore, so that makes me sad, but I think it probably worked out the way it should. So I think this is a double, just two pillows that are tied one on top of the other. So I'm not sure I want to do this. If I want to leave the camera where it is, I think we'll do that. So I'm just going to untie the pillow, the ribbons, and then I'll just show you after I get the ribbons untied. Isn't this just a beautiful fabric that she made these pillows out of? I'm assuming she probably made them herself. So here she is under the pillow. And I think according to her, what was on Instagram, she had made her to have a similar face to Carmen Diaz, I think is what she was kind of going for, how she had modeled her. She's a little bit messy. This is a handmade wig that the artist also made herself. The doll is nude, so be aware of that. We will get her dressed, though. Oh, yeah, she's a beautiful doll, and I'll have to do a little. I was hoping that her hair was going to be just as good as when I put her away, but handmade eyes by the artist, and also the wig is handmade. I believe alpaca, mohair, I don't remember for sure. But just a lovely sculpt, and just a little bit of a point on her feet. She's very special to get shoes that fit. I do have some that I found that fit pretty well. So she's got just single jointed limbs, and here's her delicate little hands. So you can see her height, and I could remeasure her, I guess, if you were curious about that. But she's let's just, out of curiosity, just see the what her height is, so I can tell you. She's comes in at about 14, yeah, about 16 inches, so that comes to, let's see, about 38 centimeters. So she's a little shorter than a typical MSD. But, you know, the scale of her body is very slim. So she doesn't really fit with the MSDs, and she doesn't fit with the OSDs because she's kind of right in the middle. But she does wear like OSD size clothes. So so here's another really lovely thing about her, is just the way she sculpted her spine and her shoulder blades in the back. I thought was just beautiful, and hopefully this is showing up well for you. And I just kind of pulled her hair back in a little braid and tied that. So I will get her hair fixed up probably later. We won't mess with that today. I just thought she kind of reminded me of a little bit of myself as a little girl. Just the hair, and I, believe it or not, I used to be a blonde. And the only thing I was wishing that I had gotten blue eyes for her. These are a green. So I always was looking to see if I could find some blue eyes. And I think she already had this one in stock, and so I just took her the way she was. So that's the doll. And then let's see where we're at for time. I'm already about 15 minutes in. I've been yakking too long, but I really just wanted to show her to you. She's got little dimples in her knees. We'll just get some clothes on her quickly, and but let me know what you think of this doll. I had thought maybe I was going to let her go, and I've thought that for some time, and I just, because she's not made anymore, I just really, it's one of those, and she just fits in this little box, you know? So I think if I do let some dolls go, it will be some bigger dolls. So just quickly, let's just take a little time and look at these. Came from Dollmore. They're shorts, and they've got a little bit of a stretch to them, and they look really cute on her. So I'm thinking I might go ahead and put those on her. This is a Volks. I think that's Volks. Yeah, I think that's a little Volks USD size, little sleevelet, or a short sleeve little hooded sweater, and I've had her in that before. So instead of going through all of these pieces, I did find, I think these shoes came in a lot of shoes that I bought off of eBay one time, quite a while ago. I think they were USD sized. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out which foot that is. And I'll just show you how lucky I got, because these were not purchased for her or made for her, but look at that. They fit her perfectly. So, just so you can kind of see, they're really sweet little shoes. They're kind of a faux suede with a lace trim on them. And with certain, I have a skirt that she wears that she can use those shoes for. And then I also, one other thing I can show you is, I don't know if you're familiar with the artist on Etsy. Her shop is called Elldolls, and she makes all of these cute little crocheted boots and different shoes. I don't know if I have... Oh, I do. Let me show you one of these too. These are just so cute. Look at these little sandals with little beads on the toes, and then they have these laces that go up the leg. You know, they crisscross and go around and then tie at the top with these little beads. Aren't those just the sweetest little shoes? So if you are looking for clothes for your dolls, if you shop on Etsy, look for Helen Doll Clothes. One of my favorite sellers, and I have bought some things from her several times, little knit tops, and I have a knit cardigan. She makes different sizes, so Blythe up to, I don't know if she does SD size, but I've bought some MSD size things. So, and I've got two pairs of those, dark brown and a light brown. I had bought them for another USD at one point, and they just weren't the right size or scale. And yeah, so I showed you those, and I showed you those. And these, I just have these are a little bit big for her, but they're so cute that they zip up the side, these little boots. So cute. So I'm thinking we'll put on those shorts, and I also have, I don't know what happened to the pants. I had bought this a vintage Ken set, and this fits her too. This looks really cute on her, the top and the cardigan. And I think I ended up having her wear that with some little shorts, which I don't know where those went. I have not done anything with my dolls for a while, so I'm a little bit discombobulated, but her clothes are mostly in this tub. So we'll get a little bit of a, let's see, these shorts, and then I can put on that little zip up. Since spring is here, we'll put on something a little bit seasonal for her. So those are super cute on her, I think. They're just a blue and white check with a little cuff on the bottom. How cute are those? They just fit her really nicely. I have some other ones, some little capri pants, I think, too, that I got from Dollmore that, unfortunately, I had an MSD wearing, and so they got a little bit stretched out. They don't fit her anymore. So I will show you her head. I do have her, so her wig didn't come off. I think I just attached the wig with a little piece of sticky, like eye putty. So, yeah, so she's got a regular head cap, and her eye putty's in there with, one, I think it just has one magnet, so it will tend to pop off a little bit, but so you can see her face a little bit better. I don't know, that's probably blurry. It's hard for me to tell. The other thing you may notice is that I never got a face-up on her, and it's one of those cases where I never could figure out who I wanted to do the face-up for her, and at this point, I just like her the way she is, and I'm afraid getting her a face-up is going to change her personality or something. I don't know. So anyway, if I end up keeping her long term, I may try to find. I have not sent away a doll for a face-up in quite some time, so that's a whole other thing. You know, sending off your doll to someone and entrusting them to do a face the way you want it. I was gonna try to whoops, my table's going wonky here. I was gonna try to, I'm not artistic at all, so I was going to try to attempt to do face-ups myself, but that never materialized either. So I do have some pastels and some things for face-ups that I may end up listing at some point, because I think we're going to give up on that little fantasy that I'm ever going to do my own. I wish that I had that skill, but I just don't. So anyway, so there's the little Volks little zip-up. I've never been able to find great clothes for her, so that's the other dilemma with her, is she's so beautiful, and Elena actually made clothes too for her dolls, and but they weren't really my style, so that's why I never had her, or I never bought any clothes from her, and I should have, because they would have been made just exactly for these dolls. My little setup here is going, hang on just a second, so I can get this, so it's not going to tip over. I've got a couple of storage tubs, one on top of the other, and they're sliding as I lean into them. Anyway, we'll get her head cap back on. It just pops right on. And so there she is with some clothes, and I can put on some of the little boots. I have some little Ugg shoes, or Ugg boots too, and I think those got put in with some other shoes, so we'll have to find those, because those look really cute on her too. I think I put them away thinking that I was going to sell her, and then I didn't, so we'll find those little Uggs, but in the meantime, we'll put these boots on her. I think those fit her. And just a little casual. I have a cute little skirt. This also came in a lot of USD things. This looks adorable on her too. Just kind of a patchwork, elastic waist little skirt that looks really cute on her too. So anyway, and actually her name, I named her Johanna. I was going to leave her as Jane. My mom's middle name and my sister's middle name is Jane, but I also have a Jane from my past that I wasn't too fond of, so I didn't want to name one of my dolls Jane. But so she's Johanna, and I call her Jo for short, which is my middle name. Anyway, that's beside the point, but we'll fix her hair and get her kind of situated, and I think we'll put her back out on the shelf. And the only thing, other thing I wanted to mention was I do think that the few dolls that I do still have put away, I think what I'm going to do is maybe on Mondays I will share one of those at a time. We'll get those out and open them up again. I will kind of assess where we're at as far as if I want to move them on or not. I knew this was not going to be easy. I actually think maybe I got those shorts on. No, they're the same on both sides. Anyway, yeah, so that's the plan, I think, is to do one of the box openings per week, probably, and we'll probably just do one video a week. Right now, like I mentioned, I'm not doing any more thrifting, so there will not be any more thrift hauls right now, as far as I know, anyway. Barbies will come later. We'll do some more with the Barbies later, but I think right now let's focus on the BJDs. I've got a lot of clothes to go through, too, that I think I'm going to be sorting and saving maybe a few outfits per doll. I've got a lot of things that I never use, so I think those need to be probably listed and sold if possible. And so I think I'm going to let you go for now. This is, again, Elldolls Jane. You can find her on Instagram, and I was going to mention that to you also. Give me 1 second. I have that pulled up behind me. It's Elena Korotkova _dolls on Instagram if you're interested in her, and I will put a link to that for you in the description if you're just interested in seeing what other dolls she has created in the past. But like I said, she's not been active on Instagram lately, it looks like, from what I can tell, which is sad because this she's very talented, a very talented doll maker. So sad to see that she's not doing that anymore. I will let you go for now. Look for another one of these again next Monday. I will try to keep on schedule for you. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, maybe give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe subscribe and leave a comment down below and say hi. And I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.